Hello, welcome to Simple Spanish Sentences. This is the 9th video in a playlist on Spanish verb tenses and moods. In it, I'm going to share some sentences that show how to conjugate regular Spanish verbs in the imperfect tense that end in AR. There are a few different uses of the imperfect tense, and in this video, I'm going to use it to describe events in the past that happened continuously as a part of one's routine or habitually over time. When used this way, this tense is often translated as used to, in the sense that one used to do something routinely in the past, as opposed to doing something at a specific time in the past. The two verbs I'm going to use to illustrate this tense are to study, which is estudiar, and to work, which is trabajar. Conjugating regular AR verbs in the imperfect tense involves two steps. First, we remove AR from the end of the verb, and second, we add the appropriate ending as shown in the chart below. The sentences that follow will offer specific examples for how this is done. Also note that the I form is conjugated the same way as the he, she, and you form. I in Spanish is yo, and to conjugate this, we drop AR and add ABA. So to say I used to study, estudiar becomes estudiaba, and to say I used to work, trabajar becomes trabajaba. Because this is conjugated the same way as the he, she, and you form of the verb, I'll include pronouns in these sentences to emphasize who's doing the action. I used to study Spanish is yo estudiaba español. I used to work in a bank is yo trabajaba en un banco. You in Spanish when speaking to one person informally is tú, and to conjugate this we drop AR and add ABAS. So to say you used to study, estudiar becomes estudiabas, and to say you used to work, trabajar becomes trabajabas. You used to study biology is estudiabas biología. You used to work in a hospital is trabajabas en un hospital. He in Spanish is él, she is ella, and you when talking to one person formally is usted. To conjugate these forms, we drop AR and add ABA. So to say he used to study, she used to study, or you used to study, estudiar becomes estudiaba. And to say he used to work, she used to work, or you used to work, trabajar becomes trabajaba. Because these are conjugated the same way, I'll include pronouns in some of these sentences, just to clarify who's doing the action. He or she used to study with Pablo is él or ella estudiaba con Pablo. You used to study with Pablo is usted estudiaba con Pablo. Maria used to work with Isabel is Maria trabajaba con Isabel. And you used to work with Isabel is usted trabajaba con Isabel. We in Spanish is nosotros or nosotras. And to conjugate this, we drop AR and add A with an accent, BAMOS. So to say we used to study, estudiar becomes estudiábamos. And to say we used to work, trabajar becomes trabajábamos. We used to study with Pablo is estudiábamos con Pablo. Maria and I used to work with Isabel is Maria y yo trabajábamos con Isabel. You in Spanish when speaking to multiple people informally and in Spain is vosotros or vosotras. And to conjugate this, we drop AR and add ABAIS. So to say you used to study, estudiar becomes estudiabais, And to say you used to work, trabajar becomes trabajabais. You used to study Spanish with Pablo is estudiabais español con Pablo. You and Maria used to work in a bank with Isabel is tú y María trabajabais en un banco con Isabel. They in Spanish is ellos or ellas, and you when talking to multiple people is ustedes. To conjugate these forms, we drop AR and add ABAN. So to say they used to study or you used to study, estudiar becomes estudiaban. And to say they used to work or you used to work, trabajar becomes trabajaban. Because these are conjugated the same way, I'll include pronouns in some of these sentences just to clarify who's doing the action. They used to study biology with Pablo is ellos or ellas estudiaban biología con Pablo. You used to study biology with Pablo is ustedes estudiaban biología con Pablo. Maria and Martha used to work in a hospital with Isabel is Maria y Marta trabajaban en un hospital con Isabel. And you and Maria used to work in a hospital with Isabel is tú y María trabajaban en un hospital con Isabel. And finally, to review these conjugations, for yo it's estudiaba and trabajaba. For tú it's estudiabas and trabajabas. For él, ella, and usted, it's estudiaba and trabajaba. For nosotros or nosotras, it's estudiábamos and trabajábamos. For vosotros or vosotras, it's estudiabais and trabajabais. And for ellos, ellas, and ustedes, it's estudiaban and trabajaban. That's all for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did and would like to support this channel, you can do that in a number of ways. Also, if you noticed any mistakes, feel free to let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and take care.